everyone. I hope you had a nice weekend. I have a couple of items here. The first is this candle. It's actually done burning, but I kept it. This is actually my fiance's mom's candle. You have a candle burning in the kitchen a lot of the times when I visit. And I think that's really nice. I love the sound of wood. I have another wood item. That'll be at the very end. So this past weekend was daylight savings, or the end of daylight savings. We spring forward 1 hour. And I was talking to my fiance about this. It should really be on Saturday night instead of Sunday, because that'll give people 2 days to adjust to their Monday morning. And you get more daylight hours starting with on a Saturday and Sunday, so 2 weekend days instead of just Sunday. I've been sick for the past week, so I have not been going out at all. And it's kind of nice. I don't really, I know it'll change, but I haven't been wanting to go to restaurants lately. I mentioned in another video that I'm staying at my fiance's parents' home, and I love their kitchen, and I love cooking, so I've been cooking a lot of new recipes that I've never tried before. On Saturday night, I made chili for the first time, and it was delicious. We also made baked potato, so you put chili in the baked potato with cheese and green onion and sour cream. That was delicious. And then yesterday, the weather was somewhat tolerable, so my fiance grilled some hot dogs that we got from Sam's Club. Have you tried the Sam's Club hot dogs? They are delicious. They are better than the name brand stuff that you find at the stores. So we made chili dogs yesterday. I think that was the first time I've ever had chili dogs. And the chili was kind of thick, so it wasn't as runny as I usually think chili is, which was actually kind of nice for for chili dogs because then the hot dog is kind of easier to eat. The next item are these Pixel Buds. They're amazing. So it uses the same charger as my Google Pixel, which is what I'm using to record this video. And when my fiance and I were doing long distance, I call him a lot and I use these buds very often to call him. And one time I forgot to bring them home with me, and I was home for like 2 months. And my fiance asked, "How come you don't like to talk to me anymore?" And it was honestly because I didn't have these Pixel Buds with me. I think it's really inconvenient to hold your phone up to your ears for over 5 minutes. And tonight, I think we are going to have some gumbo. So, the first time I ever had gumbo was at this restaurant in Disneyland. And it was so good. It was an appetizer too. It wasn't the main course. It's the Blue Bayou gumbo. So I looked up a recipe called Blue Bayou Gumbo Recipe, and it's actually not too hard. You need to make the roux, which is butter and flour mixture. You just cook that until it's like a golden brown, and then you add all the vegetables like onion, garlic, bell peppers, and okra. So we might have that tonight. But I feel like the chili was kind of like a hearty meal, so maybe I'll make something lighter. It's really hard to plan for meals when your mood changes and what you want to eat changes based on your mood. But a lot of these recipes call for a lot of the same ingredients like onion, garlic, bell peppers, jalapenos. So those are some ingredients that I usually buy anyway every week. I know I talk about food a lot. For not having a cooking ASMR video. I hope one day I do one. I also made an apple crumble, the New York Times recipe. The thing with New York Times is that you need a subscription in order to view more than one recipe a day. So these are my sunglasses. They're prescribed. I don't think it's that flattering, but it is the most comfortable sunglasses I've ever had. So I recently got contacts about 6 months ago. And I wanted to buy sunglasses that I can wear with my contacts. And I really wanted to buy the same ones. But then I would confuse myself, like which one is the prescribed one and which one's the regular one. So I had to buy a less comfortable one, but it was way less expensive. Oh, so as I was saying about the gumbo, so I grew up in Los Angeles, and the only gumbo I had, the first one was in Disneyland at the Blue Bayou, and this was for a previous relationship that I was in. It was his birthday, and so we decided to go to this restaurant, and it was like the best gumbo I've ever had. I didn't even have anything to compare it to. So when I went to school, I visited New Orleans for a conference several times. It's really fun there to visit. But anyway, I remember like I was seeking out a really good gumbo place, and I had like a bunch of gumbo there. It was like dark in color. It was very strong, and it wasn't like anything like the one in Disneyland. Those were probably more authentic than the one that I had for the first time. But as I truly believe that the one in Disneyland is much better than the one in New Orleans. That reminds me of the time when one of my best friends, when she was living with me at school, during school, I made red curry because the school that I went to, there were so many Thai restaurants in that small town, and I got obsessed with red curry, like Thai red curry. So I decided to make my own, and my friend, we weren't close at that time, but whenever I make food, I make enough food for a village. So I asked my friend, do you want some red curry with some rice? She's like, sure. And so I gave her a bowl of rice and the red curry. She ate the entire bowl of curry without a word. And after that, she was like, that was the best, meal I've ever had. And then during her honeymoon, she went to Thailand, and she had a lot of red curry. And when she came back, she's like, I couldn't find your red curry. So yeah, that kind of reminds me of that, because my red curry was probably not as authentic as the one you find in in Thailand, of course. I love the sound of this. By the way, I want to mention that the Pixel Buds, they work in the airplane. I was kind of worried when I was flying on my way to the Midwest. I was thinking that, oh no, this bud isn't going to work because you need Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, but when you're in the air, you can turn on Bluetooth after you turn on the Wi-Fi. So you have to go on airplane mode, and then you can turn on the Bluetooth, and it works. So no need to worry about traveling with these earbuds. I mean, not earbuds, Pixel Buds. And this one has a gray interior, but there is one with like a military green interior, and it looks really cool. My fiance's favorite color is green, so I might get one for him. This was actually, the Pixel Buds were a gift from my fiance. I usually, for like Christmas and birthdays, I usually have a list of things to get me. So like last Christmas, he got me a laminator. And he got me a label maker, like a Brother brand one. And I ran out of the tape, one of the tapes. It comes with 2 tapes. But I ran out of one of the tapes so quickly. So I think next time what I'm going to do is like make a list of all the words that I want to print out on the label maker, and then do it all at once, because if you do one at a time, there's too much space before and after each word. So it kind of, you have to like cut it off with scissors, so that kind of wastes tape. So instead, I would, I will just type like flower and then maybe do like 2 or 3 spaces, and then do like sugar and then 3 spaces, and then, I don't know, baking soda and then a couple spaces. So that it's more, there's less space between each word, and you can cut each word and save tape that way. Because the tape is, I think it's as expensive or even more expensive than the label maker. But man, the label maker is really fun to play with. The last item is my phone stand. So in one of my first videos, I had like a bigger version of this phone stand. Well, this is a phone stand, but the other one was like a Bible stand or book stand. So I brought the smaller version to the Midwest so that my fiance could put his phone on this while we're talking, like video chatting. But one of the issues with video chatting is that it really uses up your battery really fast. I hope you have a wonderful week. My dad always told me that if you're tired on a Monday, then you're going to be tired the whole week because you're basically catching up on sleep, and it's hard to catch up during the week until the weekend. I think my favorite sound was this bag. But I also really like wood. to see you next time.